collected. What can you...
Paid for what?
Did they tell you nothing? Well...
Right.
I saw they'd sent those overland towards the country.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
What if I can help it? Stay back. I'll deal with this.
You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. Your mother will have you whipped for this. Where is
What is this?
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that.
Having fun.
Why are you still speaking? But...
Wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
You, Brad, come here this instant. How dare you fight my son? That was you are the entertainment.
Nor am I.
See? I told you.
Not the Brad. Well, sins of the slave and the sins...
An unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own. I'm beholden to no one.
Lies!
Shut your mouth, those bearers you killed. They were people. Unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring you.
How dare...
Can't we just buy another hound?
Of course, my son.
I'm wasting my time. I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. Not much I can do. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
All victims of the nobles' games. It must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dane. Never gets any easier.
Is that what you're here?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the pits, you hear?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect, how can they think so little?
Simple. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. Still. course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. In right one instant with bearers. Fed or not, the realm's less two murderous bastards, and I'll win.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Till then.
Her out of her pen while I did my chores. I think she's lost.
I can't promise her.
Beautiful white hair. She likes walking in the wheat. Oh, she must be starving.
In that case. There's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her. These fields.
A brand? Why should I help?
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet.
Chloe, is it? Last I saw, the filthy creature was that girl's old enough to know she should tie her.
The windmill.
Off with you now.
Someone napping on the job. I hope they don't mind the interruption. The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait till they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she wants to hear?
She's not dead.
What? The crystal's curse? That's just happened now. She's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name, won't she?
No.
It's true. And without that, they do. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that? If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here. Are you Bertrand?
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants me gone. Then
One of her courtesans has gone missing. A soldier who may have information of her whereabouts is rumoured.
many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the cap, but only one's been.
Is he still here?
Trader? Oh, yeah. stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting. If you seek him out, the fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than us even with the day was broached.
Understood.
What do you want?
Weren't expecting any more branding until the new moon.
What's this? A bandit?
I come to you from Northreach. Rumour has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago.
Yeah, he had a comb, which he... but old though it was, an antique, it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he...
And do you know where he went?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I won't be sure and tell.
You are fortunate to have fallen into the dame's good graces. It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village. Well, the wolves have been busy, but the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now why would I do that? Unless you think I had good reason. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. Robert's of his. And we have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Yeah, he was a jealous sod. Could then one day he sees her with a new comb. Think she's got herself a new gallant. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Morvis and dealing.
Does she mean this comb?
If only it might not be rotting on me.
I think he meant to ask us something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one.
Wed? Where would they have gone? We all know what happens to dessert. Tell the dame I'm sorry for when the lads come to collect Yannick's body.
Is that wise?
No, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for, speaking of which, How could you tell her what happened?
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Weren't expecting any more
If it was a mess...
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east.
Thank you, but I was on my way to see you.
You found him.
I see. My dear Tatienne.
It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, the Vale counts among its patrons according to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen.
Not to mention the thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. But that couldn't possibly be true.
Oh well. Good boy. Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door. Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Ah, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
There are not nearly enough men here.
Then it's fortunate the city guard doesn't take sentry assignment as seriously as you do. This bodes well.
That'll be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near as secret as you claimed.
Yeah, but that's half the fun of it. Life's too short for perfect plans. You want a plan that'll keep you on your toes, stop you growing old and complacent.
Worked for you, has it?
Clive, my boy, even life's smallest challenges offer the opportunity to grow and to change. You must embrace these moments. Allow them to suffuse your heart with a deep sense of fulfillment.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Just wondering if the two of you had finished.
Right. We make for the Mother Crystal's heart as planned. Destroy it and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
And if the passage to the inner sanctum is guarded?
Then we embrace the moment and use it to grow and change. Come on, this way. Try to stay out of sight.
Obviously.
Don't worry, the passage is empty. All right, not quite empty. Let's get this over with.
Single man for reaching the sanctum, so shut your gob and keep
Fair enough, Garrison. I swear this passage used to be
the
secret.
enemy's upon us!
Of course it did.
Perfect plans, Clive. Perfect plans.
Stay down!
Someone hear me, damn it!
They never stood a chance.
You're welcome.
The main tunnel.
That would be my guess. There are sentries everywhere.
And all good things must come to an end. We might have a bit more company from now on.
Captain!
To arms, men! And summon the enemy! At once!
Maybe the moment I was talking about earlier.
What have we here? More insects come to be squashed? You will find my mortar and I only too happy to oblige.
To the talker.
Then let's shut him up.
You feel that? Something in the air.
Ether. It's ether.
Then we better make this quick.